today's video is going to be full of fun, okay? I'm going to show you guys how I took this Goodwill vase and I turned it into a masterpiece, I think, at least in my eyes. But anyhow, we're going to use air dry clay, some molds that I picked up on Prime, when it was Prime Days on Amazon, and also some from Temu. And we're going to make a Sealife vase, and it comes out so cute. And I'm going to show you, I don't show you doing the vase in resin, but I do use some mica colors to make it look like ocean swirling before I did all my air dry clays on it. But guys, stick with me. This is a very informative, fun video. I appreciate all of you guys that have tuned in, have subscribed. I'm almost to my 1,000 subscribers and I'm so excited about that. I only have like maybe a little over 100 more to go. So you want to help a girl out, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Thank you so much. Let's get to crafting, y'all. Hey guys, we're kind of getting the vibe of where we're going with the little dolphin, the shells, the shells, mermaid tail, of course my favorite, seahorse, starfish, and some other little shells. Those are what I got so far for ocean stuff. I've ordered some more, but they haven't come in yet. But we're gonna go ahead and make do with what I have. We're gonna also use some of the air dry clay that we did in a previous video. And of course I'm gonna need a scraper and a palette knife, maybe, I don't know for sure. And then I have a paintbrush. We're gonna use Mod Podge. And then I'm gonna take, and you'll see in the video when we do the wine glasses, I use this to put inside of them to go on my PCV pipe that goes around and makes the glasses go around on my little machine that I have. So anyhow, I'm gonna study this on my vase on this in a little bit. But right now, we're just gonna fill out the molds and do the molds here. And of course, we'll start with my favorite, the seahorse. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take and lay this down. And I think, let me see, I had a spot that I wanted to do this on. Right here. Had like a little mark here I didn't like. So I'm gonna lay that there and hopefully it holds it good. Then all I'm gonna do is take some of my air dry clay as usual, and we're just gonna put it in the molds. And we're just gonna start placing these wherever we want. I think I'm gonna start out with the starfish first. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take it and fill it in like we have in the past. You guys know how to do this. If you don't, just watch some of my video on air dry clay. But that's all we're doing. You just put this in here and it makes a nice little, and it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna end up gluing this on to the vase, and you'll see here in a little bit what we do. But I grew up in the South, guys, and a lot of times on the weekends, my mom and dad would take us to the beach. My mom would fry up a bunch of chicken, make potato salad, macaroni salad, and back then they had these cement pavilions that you could go and sit underneath. My mom would sit underneath that. Us kids would eat, we'd play out in the ocean or on the beach there, and my dad would be out fishing. And so we would spend a lot of time, a lot of good memories, and I miss living down in the South. I live in the Midwest now, but believe me, my dream is to get back there someday. And I love the Gulf Shores area. My mom and dad ended up moving down there after they retired. So it was a great place to go and visit. So if any of you watching are from Gulf Shores, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. I love your area, it's gorgeous. Okay, then once I have that, I'm not gonna worry about the back's perfect. Then I'm just gonna take this out and stretch it out here a little bit like this. That like that, and we're just gonna take it out. Real careful. But I like this one. I think it's really gonna make it look good. Once we have that out, then you can just take and cut out around it if you want. I'm not gonna worry about it being perfect because a lot of it's gonna get covered up by other things. then I'm just gonna get the best I can there. But I think this starfish looks so more, it looks real. It just looks real to me. Some of the molds, they look really, I don't know about you. This one, it looks really good, so I like it. So anyhow, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take all this here, and I probably won't do a whole lot of editing to this, but we'll hurry up and get this video done. It won't take us long, because once we get these molds done and stuff, you will see how easy this comes together. And I just think it looks really cool. Who knows, maybe if I ever make it back down there in the south, I'll take my little vase with me. But I'm making a lot of stuff up. I'm going to try to hit a art show in the south here. Me and my cousin was talking about it one time, and we're thinking we might just do that. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see, it looks really good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put it on my, I just kind of do it this way, of course on the table. But I'm just going to put it on the back of this right here while it's, you know, still wet, not dried yet, because we want it to dry on the vase. And like I said, I'm going to show you how we're going to do this, but I already did this one, but you'll see how, you know, you'll get the gist of how to do this. And if you don't, if you do know, great. Any of you that do resin work, I'm sure you know. I want to move his legs so they're not perfect, you know what I mean? So we're just going to build this up. We're just going to keep building this up with Sealife around it, and then we're just going to do like a small area. And this will be like the ocean kind of going up around it. I'm going to do one like that, and then I think I'm going to do, maybe we'll do a dolphin, or not dolphin, a mermaid tail. We'll see where we might stick it. And we'll just fill that all in there too. And we're just going to take it out of the mold. Hopefully it comes out good. I don't know. Yay. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to put it maybe like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little Mod Podge on here. And like I said, I'm not going to worry too much about making it perfectly clean around the edges, because there's going to be things that pile on top of this. So I'm not going to worry about it. And I think my tail might break on me, so I got to be real careful here. And I want to just kind of go like that and like that. So see, you're just going to overlap a little bit like that. Push that down and it'll hold on there good for you. But see, we're just going to start building this up, and it goes so easy and fast to do, guys. So then we're just going to continue, and I think I'm going to do some shells. I think I'll do some seashells and little bitty starfish and stuff. I think that'll be good. So let's start with this one. I've not used some of these molds, so we'll find out how well they work, right? I see I might have a little bit of a crack in that one. So let's just take it and go in this one here. You see? Push that in there. I like these little molds because you can do them pretty fast. And I got these, I think I got these off of Amazon. Some of them I got off of Temu, but most of them I got off of Amazon last week during their Prime days, so I think that's good. So I'm just going to take and scrape that down a little bit. And then we're going to unmold these. And, you know, I thought to myself, why didn't I put cornstarch or anything in here? But this stuff seems to be doing pretty good. Now, I don't like the way that's looking right there on that, but I'll just take that right off like this. I might be able to pull that off. Oh, yeah, look at that. Easy, easy. Let's pull it off. And then, like I said, we're going to put a little Mod Podge on there. A little drop is all we need. Brush it around. And we just put it wherever we feel like we want to build up our little seashells and stuff. But see guys, it's coming along really, really cute. Once this dries on there, we'll end up putting like probably a Mod Podge back over it to seal it all in good. And pretty much that's as easy as it gets to doing it, but I'll show you. We're gonna have fun. This one here, I hope it comes out. Oh, it did. I'm just gonna pat that in there. And then I'm just gonna put a little Mod Podge. I think we're gonna set you right like that, right on there. And then we're just gonna see, you just keep building it up and building it up. And I'll get these all undone and we're just gonna keep going. I hope this little starfish comes out. He was kind of giving me a little fit. So I don't know about him. We'll find out. Ta-da! He did, yay. See, come out really, really cute. And I think we're gonna put him coming across like that and coming down like that. Yeah, I think he'll look cute there. You don't have to put a lot of stuff on this to make it what you want. I see some people that do some of these and they put so much on it, and I'm thinking, sometimes less is more, but you know, that's your preference. If you want a lot, put a lot on there. I'm gonna kind of make it where he comes like that. There, see, I kind of like it because then it looks like he's wrapping around there. So that's cute. And then we'll just keep adding these on and I'll be right back. I'm gonna take the dolphin out of here. Let's hope it comes out good. Pull it apart here a little bit. Oh yeah, he come out cute. Cute, cute, cute. Maybe I'll just mold that in there, all the imperfections, you wouldn't even know, except for right there. I'm gonna have to cut that off right there. But that's no biggie, we just go right here and cut it off. But I think he come out really cute. And I'm thinking about just putting him like right there. Like he's gonna be jumping right there. And I think he'll look cute there. Then we're gonna just let this dry, guys. I might add a few shells here and there, but I'm gonna let it dry and I'll come back in about, when it's dry, in about 2 to 3 days. And we will continue to do what we've gotta do, okay? Thank you guys. Okay, as you can see, I've just been adding a little bit more here and there, and I think I'm pretty much, oops, I don't like the way that one's folding down on there. I think I'm pretty much gonna call it done. I don't know, I might fill in like a little bit of shell maybe here or there, I don't know. I might just leave it like it is. But I think it's coming out really, really cute. What do you guys think? I think it's just really, really gonna be cute. We'll let it dry, like I said, about 3 or 4 days, and we'll be back. Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a little over a week. It's fully dried. Now we're gonna add some Mod Podge to this to just reinforce its strength. And the first coat that I'm going to do is to just kind of harden it, kind of glue it together. And then the second coat that I put in, I'm going to get down underneath and where I think a shell could possibly still, you know, become loose and really reinforce it. Some people will use Mod Podge or glue with plaster of Paris and mix that on there. And yes, it's a little messier. It does hold the strength and really make it hard, but in my opinion, I think it kind of loses the shape or the designs in some of the shells and hides it. And I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to try it this way, see what I think. I do plan on selling this. My cousin and I are planning on going into a little adventure. And my realtor is going to call me next week, or tomorrow actually, and talk about possible buildings she may have or know of somebody that we can rent. And my cousin was telling me that she was out in Arizona, and any of you that are out in Arizona may know what the place I'm talking about. They hold once a month, so the area towns know and vendors know that they're going to have a craft show that weekend, and sometimes it's themed, and the vendors have to bring in themed items along with other items, but they at least have to follow the theme, which I think would be kind of fun. And my cousin Mary is very, very super creative. I wish I can get her on here to do some stuff, and maybe I'll get her talked into it. But it's a little adventure we're thinking about getting into, so we're just now doing the investigation part of it and see where it goes. But I'll keep y'all informed on, and if any of you are in the Indiana area and you might want to become a vendor, just let me know. But I'll keep you abreast on what we come up with. And of course, when the first show, we'll definitely be filming it. But anyhow, like I said, we're just going to go over this, the first coat, then I'll go over it again with the second coat. And I don't know if I filmed that or not. I probably do. And we will get that taken care of. And we're going to move on. Wait, guys, till you see at the end how beautiful this is. And it's so inexpensive to do. I mean, really, the vase I got at the Goodwill didn't cost me hardly anything. And then I had the air dried clay, and I had molds that I did have to buy for this. But you may know somebody that has molds, and I bought most of my molds on Prime Days, so I got good deals. And I also buy them on Temu. Temu has really good, inexpensive molds that you can use as well. But like I said, you may know somebody that has a bunch of molds that aren't really using them. It doesn't have to be a sea theme. It could be birds. It could be, anything, butterflies, flowers, whatever you want it to be, a jungle theme, even if you have molds with animals. The sky's the limit. Okay, guys, where you see here where some of the Mod Podge may have dripped, I'm just taking an alcohol pad and I'm just going to clean it up that way. It's not a big deal. If it dries on there before I get it, or I see a spot, you can always go back over it with alcohol or take a little X-Acto knife and kind of clean it off a little bit. But that's all I'm really going to do. I don't have a whole lot that I want to clean up. So, I mean, I kind of paid attention to what I was doing. But you may have that, and I just wanted to show you how you could clean it up if you wanted to. Or if you don't want to clean it up, you think, hey, I can put another shell there. Cover it up with the shell. Okay. All right. I got some stuff on the bottom of this. I don't know what it is, but I'll clean it up later. But anyhow, I'm still letting that dry. Once it's dried, we're going to take these mica powders that I've got. And this, guys, I've got to show you. Hopefully you can see it in this lighting. This is from Let's Resin Silver Mica Powder. I mean, guys, this thing just sparkles so beautiful. So I'm going to use some of that. And then I'm using some, I call it Sesso, or it could be Esso. I don't know. But anyhow, it's an aqua, it's like a turquoise, what is it called? Turquoise blue. And that's actually the color that I put in my resin when I did this vase. That is the color on the vase, is this. And it's got, all micas have a shimmer to them. And then I just have some micas when I used to make soap and stuff. So I just have different colors here that I'm going to kind of incorporate on my shells and just kind of give it a little bit of life, a little bit of color and stuff. So once this dries, I'll come back and I will show you how we're going to do that. Okay, guys, now what we're going to do is I'm just going to take, and I just picked these up off Amazon. I do, like I say, paint parties, and so I got little packets like these, a bunch of them. I had to buy a bunch of them here lately, but anyway, and we're just going to periodically use whatever brush I feel like I want to use. But I'm just going to take, and I think I'll start with this one. And I'm going to take some of this, and I'm going to actually put this pretty much all over the silver dust. And I just do like this. You just want to brush it on, and it just gives it a neat little effect. And I'll show you guys up close. It's just kind of really hard to tell, but it just gives it a really neat shine. And that's all I'm really looking for on some of these. And I'm just going to go in here and just paint them up. I just think it's really, 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 really going to come out super, super cute. And then like for some of these shells here, I want to take a little bit of the brown, and I'm not going to worry about if I dust this off up here because the shimmer's a shimmer. And just kind of go in here. And you know how shells have that kind of different brown color to them. Just kind of do like that. Blow off a little bit. But see, just kind of like give it a little design there. And I think that's going to come out really, really cute. Then I'm going to take, I might change that and use just whatever brush I feel like using. I don't really. And I'm going to take and do some of these, like right here. This one right here, I might give it a little pink color. Just give it just a light brushing because you just want to give it a little pop. And then you could always take a little silver around there too and give it some more. But just kind of give it like a little bit of pop color. That one there, I might make it have like a little bit of a yellow color to it. Maybe mix in a little bit of a mustardy kind of color. Give it a little darker color around there. But you're just going to play around and you're just going to make it look like a, you know, like a little painting come to life. And it's going to be, it'll come out so cute, guys, when we're done. I mean, it's just going to be really a cute thing. I like this color too, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what one. Oh, I might do you in this color. Put you in the center there. Yeah, I really like that. Oh, I love that color. Kind of like a coral, rusty kind of color. Oh, that's so pretty. And I have it. Oh, you know me, I gotta have a little shine. Oh, look how pretty. And the one in there, I'm gonna give it just a little bit of that, maybe a little blue. Give it a little something in there. Same on this one here. And if you feel like you got too much, just give it a little blow off. My starfish, I think I'm gonna make make me up like a little sandy color if I can. I don't know. I don't know if you can mix micas or not like that. I know in liquid you can when it's liquid form, but I don't know. Let's just do this little bee starfish. Let's see what we get with you. More of a brown. So I'm going to come in with the yellow. Come back over on it with a little bit of the yellow there. Because with micas, all I have is like a brown and stuff. I don't think I have a color that I can make that look like a starfish kind of color. But anyhow, guys, and like with her mermaid tail, I'm going to come in here with the mermaid tail. I'm going to give it the aqua color. Blow that off a little bit. And then she can kind of see her down in here, her scaly part. So we'll give her a little bit more down in here. Well, like I say, we're just going to play around with this and kind of get it the way we want it. And it's like a different painting. You know, it's like you're doing a different kind of a painting. You're just coloring these in. Give them a faint kind of color. But see how that's coming along, guys? I just think it's going to be so pretty when it's all finished. I'll be back in a little bit to show you how we progressed. I decided what I am going to do, in case you guys decide to do this and use the Luxe resin or a silver mica that has a lot of sparkle, I'm going to do the whole thing in that. I'm just going to do the whole thing in it and then go over it with the colors. So just a little something I thought I'd let you guys in on. And I'm just continuing to add just a little bit more here and there. And I just thought I'd let you come along a little bit for the ride here. But see, you can just add whatever colors you want and just dust in there. And I'm kind of doing this little starfish here. And I don't know if you can see. I'm kind of doing that little starfish in there. And I'm going to lightly blow up. But see, it just gives it like a, almost like a watercolor effect, real light dusting of color, just to bring it kind of to life. You don't want it to be super dark. You just want it to kind of show up better, I guess is the way I look at it. I could put a gray blue here, and I probably will if I can come up with some. I can actually, oh, this is a gray. Good, good, good. I thought I grabbed a black. Let's just try this here. I'm just going to stick it in. Give this a little, looky there, looky there. Oh yeah, he's looking a lot better coming to life with a little bit of color to him. Hallelujah. Oh yeah. Any of you that don't know, I do a lot of paintings and stuff. Mainly animals is my thing. Patty does watercolors. But I do animal paintings, and I don't know if I've ever posted any of them on here, but maybe I should do that. Show you some of the stuff I do sometime. But anyway, I think he came to life with that, didn't he? Look at that. Yay! What do you think? I think he looks cute. We'll give him a little light there. He might have got a little dark there, but I'll go over him with a little shimmer and he'll just be perfect. And then I'm just going to continue, and I'm just going to kind of dry that off a little bit. I'm just going to continue just kind of doing like what I'm doing here. I just pick colors, and I've added some colors, and I like I say, I just dust them. See what I like. I'm going to add a little bit of a corally color in there. And as long as you get inside there, the little lines of the shell, I think that helps a lot, actually. This is a little darker. We did that one. Let's do this one here. We'll give this one that with a little bit of brown mixed in with it. And just, yeah, see, it comes to life there. What I probably will do, guys, and I don't know, I don't have any on hand, so if I don't show you on camera, and most likely I won't, because I probably won't seal it for another, I don't know, 10 days or so, I will spray I'll probably tape this off here the best I can, and I will probably give this a spray with a matte polyurethane. So it holds in those micas good, and it makes it a little bit more firm so these won't come off. But it's coming together. It's looking really good. I think this is coming out really, really cute. Guys, what do you think? And see, the reason I took this regular glass, and I got to clean that up, but this regular glass, and I like I said, I used this with some white ocean wave from Let's Resin, and I mixed it in there, and I turned it on my turntable thing that I have. And the reason I did that is if you leave this clear, and you can, it's up to you, but when you're putting, like if they're going to put flowers and they're going to set this out on an end table or something, if you don't do something like this, you're going to see the back part of this right here. You're just going to see the back part, and it does not look that good. So that's why I did it the way I did it. That's just my preference. If you're going to put it against a wall where nobody would see the back of this, then you're good. Okay, I'll finish this up. I don't have much more to do, and I'll be back. Hey guys, look how gorgeous this turned out. What do you think? I think it came out beautiful. Look at those colors. I mean, it just comes to life. It's like you're down on the coral or something underneath the water. I'll take you over to the side. You can see the seahorse, and over here where it has the starfish. I mean, you could add like a seaweed coming off from the side of it too, you know, kind of sculpt that out, or unless you have a mold. But I mean, look guys, just done with air dry clay, Mod Podge, and some mica powder. Look at the creation. I know there's different people out there doing different ones on YouTube like this. You could do, if you're into butterflies, you could do butterflies and flowers. You could do just flowers or birds. I mean, it's endless of what you could do with just air clay, some molds, Mod Podge, and imagination. Hey guys, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. Like I said, we're just trying to grow this channel. And God bless you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You're the best.